Hello everybody, I'm BeakerTeck, also known as Keegan, and welcome back to Vanilla Cities Skylines! Can we all please just take a moment to appreciate the beauty, the absolute beauty that is Spaghetti Junction, and a finally working Spaghetti Junction. Like, there is no, there's a bit of traffic back up here, but that's fine. But in reality, in all honesty, Spaghetti Junction itself is working great. Like, really good. Look at it. There's everything connects to everywhere else. Everyone flows. There's no major backups, no clogs, no nothing. For being a complete hectic mess made entirely by yours truly, it works, and I'm really happy about that. Like, I genuinely couldn't be happier about Spaghetti Junction. And to fix the slight backlog issue here, all I'm going to do is upgrade these roads right here to highway. I will have to rebuild that, but that's okay. We'll do that, and then this is going to be actually, we'll make that highway. Is that going to turn into lights? No, that's fine. Alright, highway all the way, boom, like that. Now the off-ramp here is going to have to be built up again. That's fine. We'll do that. Easy peasy, looking beautiful. And that now allows traffic to move faster, which is going to remove this backlog, which is going to remove this backlog, which means fire engines are going to get places faster, because I just saw one waiting. And speaking of fire engines, we did have a building burn down, so I'm going to place one more firehouse just here, and also one out here, if I could. Already occupied by what? There we go. That's fine. You'll let me place it finally. So there we go. Still, apparently, isn't really covering these guys. But I think that that's okay. We did have another building burn down here. And we do have quite a few abandoned buildings. So let's just go through and clear those up. Nice and quick. And yet, still having issues with, just not enough workers, which is a bit strange, really. Everyone is leveling up and all that kind of stuff. Most people seem fine. Like, they're all leveling up, but a lot of people are still saying there's just not enough workers. And there's also not much I can do about that, because there's not a residential demand. So I can't grow Dumbsville. Until there's demand for it, Dumbsville just ain't gonna grow. And that's the simple fact of it. I'm gonna place another one in here. And in terms of rubbish, you guys are technically covered. But maybe you could do with another one. I just don't want to. I don't want to make you all sick. So maybe not. How are we doing for fire coverage? You've got a couple. Let's go ahead and put one just here. Yeah, coverage is fine. Coverage is fine of fire. Police coverage is perfect. Education, I want you all to be dumb. So that's perfect, really. Like, no education. Still, buildings are being demolished. Sorry, buildings are being abandoned. Everyone's complaining about not being able to get enough workers. But I don't know what I can do. What I can do is sit here and appreciate frickin' Spaghetti Junction and how amazing it is. Leave me a comment below with just how amazing Spaghetti Junction is. I just want you all to tell me how beautiful it is. These guys don't have water. Really? Oh, that sucks. That one little section of no water. I'm sorry about that, guys. Yes, that's totally fair enough. I'll bulldoze you. There you go. I don't know why you're abandoned, though. That's fine. A couple people dying and not being picked up. There we go. Getting picked up now. Same out this way. Coverage is, yeah, it's a little sparse out here. It's a little hard for them to get to you. So maybe I add another one there, just to deal with that sort of entrance area. You guys need one as well to deal with that road. And again, I'm making so much money at this point that I just can. I can just start plonking stuff down. This is still emptying. It would be nice if it emptied a little bit faster. But what can you do? This one is also emptying 67%. I'm going to turn that off just in case this has to put it into here. I'm not sure. We are getting power issues. We are still having power issues. We are very, very close to the next unlock, all right? We get a 2-kilometer area in a few, 3,000 people, 3 more thousand people, and we can get a new area. And then I'll buy this, and I'll put a hydro dam in. For now, however, we get another oil power plant. And it gets plonked just there. That will solve our power issue for now, or at least the majority of our power issue. And I am going to take, actually, looking at this, everyone's using this. So I'm going to take another road, pause the game, because that's going to kill power. Actually, that power is not really needed, so we'll do that. We'll give them another road in, and we'll do the same. I can't do the same here because there's a freaking park in the way. I could do here. I could go up, like so, down to there, just to give them a few more access points, right? And then on the out here, we'll do the same thing. We'll bring this around to here. Give them another way in as well, just to split the load a wee bit, because it is kind of getting a bit busy. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit busy. So we'll go ahead and place it down. I really wish that this would just fix itself. Like, that would be really nice. But it's not seeming like it's going to. So, few things on my mind. One of them is the fact that I don't have any unique buildings placed. And I was thinking, seeing as I've got loads of money, seeing as we've got, this massive CBD that we really want to, be awesome, let's go ahead and put in a few statues. We're going to put in a statue of wealth. We're going to put in Lazarette Plaza over here. Why not? We'll go ahead, we'll put a statue of shopping on this corner. And again, they don't have any power, but that's fine. Plaza of the Dead is going to go up in this square. And opposite it can go that one, which is the Statue of Industry. Moving along, the Fountain of Life and Death is going to get plonked down here. The Friendly Neighborhood Park is going to get plonked down in this section, because, we've got to tend to some of the older sections of town as well. Transport Tower. Transport Tower I will wait to place. The Mall of Moderation, however, very tempted to plonk down here somewhere. Maybe down this end, maybe at the entrance, maybe here, maybe if we pause the game, maybe if we bulldoze this road and all of these buildings here. This whole section here is all going to disappear, all to make way for a mall. How realistic is this game, right? Your houses get demolished to make way for a mall. So accurate. So we'll go ahead and place that down, and I want to put a sort of something on either side, so we'll put that down. That's a little big. That's massive. We already have the tax office. Colossal Order offices doesn't need to be placed there. Business park, tempting, and in fact it's going to go behind it. Grand Library doesn't fit in here. Oh yes, it does. We can do that. Okay, so there we go. So we've got a bit of a major area down here, which is looking all fancy and cool. Cathedral of Plentitude would be awesome, but I don't really need it. But I'm going to go ahead, hit play, pause the game, make sure that power is technically connected, so that's fine. But I am just going to drag this in just to be safe. And that should bring land level way up. And yes, you can see, look at all those green arrows. Everybody is upgrading now. Fantastic. Quite a cool little section too. I wouldn't mind chilling out there. So that is great. Everyone's leveling up. These things need power, but we'll wait and sort of naturally grow into them, I think. I think that's going to work best. I do want to put a few other just regular parks in here as well. So we'll go ahead, we'll put one there. We need to fill in this section. So did I see a green spot here that it could be placed? Yes. Right there, a park right next to the high school. I think that actually kind of makes sense. Probably the first thing I've placed that really does make sense. So that's good. We'll also put a small little park just here. Fantastic. I just want everyone to have super high land value. Like that's my goal. That really is my goal here. So let's... You're not going to fit. You're too big. What's the smallest one? There. That'll do. Lovely. Look at all these blue houses now. That's really, really good. That is fantastic. I'm going to put another one just there as well, which will help, and it will overlap with the Lazarette Plaza as well, which is fantastic. And I'm just going to run... actually, I'm not going to run anything. I'm going to go ahead and put in some offices just here, just to help connect it up a bit. Maybe some high density residential as well, just there. And while we wait for them to grow, we'll bulldoze a couple buildings that have decided to disappear on us. And that has connected Lazarette Plaza, which is this one here with the weird people. Weird people indeed. But yeah, so we've got Lazarette Plaza, which will, of course, increase land value even further, which means all of these people will upgrade, more people are going to want to move in, and everything is going to be fine and dandy. And I'm going to leave it there for this episode. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please smash that like button. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.